What up, Commander Faithful? It's RVA, and I need you guys to do three things for me. Smash the like button, subscribe, and definitely comment. Like I said, it's a show for the fans, by the fans. Peace. What up, what up? It's your boy RVA from VA, Richmond to be exact. This is the check-in show. So what we're going to do is, it's been a couple days, so I just wanted to check in with you guys. I'm still here. We got a lot of content coming your way. Mentioning that, I'm working on the studio. It is in the works. I'm trying to put something great together. Still a couple things that I got to work on. But I still will be bringing you guys content. With that being said, let's talk on a couple topics that's been going on throughout the last couple days. We're in the off season. We're coming up on training camp. We're 2 weeks out. So it'll be here and just before we know it, and we'll be able to have a lot of content coming your way. But with that being said, first thing I want to discuss is, I've seen a lot of people talking about, so Baker Mayfield has been traded to the Carolina Panthers. They gave up a 2024 fifth round pick that can, if I'm not mistaken, can convey into a 2024 fourth round pick, if I'm not mistaken. And with that being said, we do this all the time, man. Not me specifically, but Carson Wentz is our quarterback. Let me just say that. And I'm excited to see Carson Wentz play. I can only speak for myself. But being a fan of this team and just seeing the quarterbacks we put on the center, it is an absolute blessing and saving that we get to watch this guy don the burgundy and gold this year and sling the pill. So with that being said, back to the Baker situation. So Baker was traded, and I remember a couple months ago the narrative was already being pushed that Ron Rivera and the staff should have waited, and all this stuff. Baker Mayfield, we could have got him for cheaper. But I think what people fail to realize is, when you're trying to get a quarterback and bring one that can make an impact on your team, and you feel like your roster is put together pretty well, and you want to, Ron made it clear he wanted to bring in a veteran quarterback. If we would have drafted, which we still drafted a rookie quarterback, but right now he's listed as our third string. We drafted him in the fifth round. But Ron stated, he hasn't lied to us once. Ron stated that he wanted to bring a veteran quarterback in. He tried that last year with Fitzpatrick. Although my expectations were never high for Fitzpatrick, at the same time, I thought maybe possible, we could win 8-9 games. The schedule was absolutely brutal last year. We had the number one rated schedule as far as strength last year. Just the gauntlet of quarterbacks that we faced last year. It was definitely going to be, it wasn't going to be easy by any means. Let's not sit here and act like it was going to be a cakewalk. But with that being said, we knew Fitzpatrick was going to take chances. He definitely was going to air the ball out. He was going to throw it downfield and get vertical, which we all know that's what Scott Turner wanted to do to open up our run game. That didn't work out. Then the next season, Carson Wentz goes 27 for 7. Unfortunately, they missed the playoffs when he was quarterback for the Colts. A lot of politics stuff involved. Jim Irsay, COVID shot. People will say they own little stories, but I've watched Hard Knocks twice, because I tried to definitely dig in and see where that relationship fractured. And I can sit here and tell you from my point of view that it wasn't the football field. Those last two games definitely soured for Jim Irsay, and he felt like they should have been in the playoffs, and I feel the same way. But he had questions about Carson's leadership, which has been mentioned numerous times through him being in Philadelphia and then him going to the Colts. With that being said, Jim Irsay was upset that Carson Wentz as the quarterback, because everybody looks at the quarterback as a leader. He was upset that he didn't get the shot. And then, right before the Raiders game, Carson was going to have to sit out because he had got COVID. The NFL then changes the COVID rule and allowed these players, because it was getting towards the back end of the season and these games were important for playoff seeding. The NFL changed the COVID rules and allowed Carson Wentz to play. They lost the game. Did Carson Wentz have a good game? Not by any means. Did the team have a good game? Not by any means. They played the Jacksonville Jaguars. They haven't beat Jacksonville in Jacksonville and who knows when. Before Carson Wentz was the quarterback. The whole team was bad. The defense was bad. The offensive line was bad. Jonathan Taylor, who was a hell of a running back, was bad. They lost the game. They missed the playoffs. So, with the leadership questions and then those last two losses, Jim Irsay made a decision for his franchise to move on. Do I think he was right? No. I think Carson Wentz, if given a longer opportunity, they would have made the playoffs the next season. But with that being said, Carson Wentz is now with us in Washington. Glad to have him. But you have these fans out here, and it's starting to irritate me a little bit, that, want to play the woulda, coulda, shoulda game. We could have had Baker Mayfield if we would have just waited. You wait, and you end up with nothing. You don't wait. You go grab your guy. You go get your guy, and you ride with that guy. And that's what Ron Rivera did, and I love that approach. Okay? I don't want to hear, Baker Mayfield could have been in Washington. I don't want Baker Mayfield. We have Carson Wentz. He's our quarterback. He's going to play for us. He's going to give us an opportunity to win. He's the best thing we had here in a long time. Okay? We should be grateful as fans right now. We get to watch some exciting football this year. The guy was threw 27 touchdowns, had 7 interceptions. And, okay, I get it. There's context to it and everything like that. Some of the moments in which he threw said interception or, didn't check down and stuff like that. But if you look at every elite quarterback throughout the league, the media won't show you this stuff or talk about this stuff. Patrick Mahomes had horrible throws last year. Kyler Murray in the playoffs had a horrible throw last year. Matt Stafford, who won the Super Bowl with the Rams, the 49ers were this close to knocking them out because he had some horrible throws that should have been interceptions. But football is a game of chance, and things and situations can change the whole dynamic of a game. And fortunate, Matt Stafford, those situations didn't pan out for the other team, and he was able to get through them, and they won the Super Bowl. So with that being said, I believe in Carson Wentz. And I'm just frustrated to hear that, people want to discuss Baker Mayfield. He's not our issue. He's in Carolina. We have a quarterback. We have receivers. We have receivers. We have running backs. We have tight ends. We have a decent O-line. We have a defense that there is some questions, but there's definitely talent there. So that's what our focus should be. Not on what Baker Mayfield's doing or where he went or what we could have. It didn't happen. He's not here in Washington. We have Carson Wentz. And I'm personally okay with that, by the way. Okay? So, that's the first thing. And then another thing is, I see today Washington released the 90-year patches that they will be displaying on their uniforms this year. I think those things are sweet, man. They look really clean on the uniforms. I seen a picture with Chase Young with one of the patches on. They look really clean. I really like those. You had people fussing about that, talking about what 90-year history do the Commanders have. If you guys didn't know, Washington hasn't been named the Redskins for 90 years. So, that whole argument has no validity to it. let this rebrand work itself out. Let this rebrand work itself out. They're trying to make sure that they instill some new culture, but also take in the history as well. And I appreciate that. But I also love the rebrand as well. This is a process, and things will get better. The products will get better. Some of the gear is already starting to come out and be better. This is a Washington football team hat, but I absolutely love this hat. Very clean, slick. It's not a lot going on. But a lot of their products are starting to get better. We just got to be patient. These rebrands and stuff like this isn't something that teams do a lot. This was a historic franchise. It is a historic franchise that had been, we've been used to the same thing for so long. And now we have change, but we have to embrace that and help that change grow. I love everything they're doing. Jason Wright, salute to them. The media team, Julie Donaldson, Ron Rivera on the coaching side. Got questions with Jack Del Rio. But with that being said, I just want him to do his job, get this defense flying around, making plays. I've discussed that in prior videos. With the talent on this defense, we should not be underperforming. We should be definitely be able to keep our team in games. Allow this offense to go to work, and then this defense come on the field and make plays when they need to be made. Get our offense back the ball, create turnovers, third downs, third and shorts. Let's make impactful plays, and let's really attack this thing, man. I'll be coming with some videos, specifically about what to look out for at training camp. I'm excited for that. Wish I could make it down there to training camp this year, but I don't think that's going to happen. I will be at the first game versus Jacksonville, though. I'm super excited for that. With that being said, it's your boy, RVA from VA, Richmond to be exact. Peace.